The Wizarding World of Harry Potter is filled with a whole bunch of little secrets and hidden Easter eggs throughout Diagon Alley as well as Hogsmeade over at Islands of Adventure. And in today's video, we're going to go to both parks and we're going to tell you some things about the Wizarding World here at Universal Studios that you might not have known. So the first secret is over here at Grimmauld Place, and if you go and knock on the door of 12 Grimmauld Place, and you wait a couple of minutes, you might see a familiar face that appears in this window. There is Kreacher veering out from the window right there. He comes out every few minutes, and if you come knock on the door, you might be able to see him. An easy way to differentiate where Kreacher is because 12 Grimmauld Place is this discolored building right here. So it is the second one from the left. You can see all the buildings have that light brown stone. 12 Grimmauld Place, where Kreacher is, has the dark brown, and he appears in the bottom right window. Two more Easter eggs that you can find is over here at the record store facade. And the first one up here, you can see on the top right, is this album for Joe Says No. This is in reference to J.K. Rowling having full creative control over every decision that went into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So that's a reference of her saying yes or no. There's another record over here that says Here's to Swimming with Bow-Legged Women by the Quint Trio. This is a nod to Jaws and Quint from the movie, and that is because Diagon Alley is where Jaws used to be, and the Amity Island section was right here. So this is a nice little Easter egg and a nice nod to what was here in the past. Another fun thing to do right before you even get into the Wizarding World is to visit this red phone booth that's right outside of the train station, and you can actually call the Ministry of Magic.
Welcome to the Ministry of Magic. Our apologies. Something has gone wrong with the atmospheric charm in the atrium. The visitor's entrance is closed until further notice. The Ministry of Magic wishes you a pleasant day.
And the number to call the Ministry of Magic is 62442. So next time you walk by the phone booth, stop in, dial that number. You actually have to use a rotary phone. I don't know how many people even remember how to dial on a rotary phone, but you can hear a little message from the Ministry of Magic. And we have now made it into Diagon Alley itself, and this place is filled with tons of details and Easter eggs. So let's go take a walk.
Beat back those bludgers, boys, and chuck that waffle here. Those noble baby robes know not what else to fear. Won't see the flagging marching and flirting on their brooms. Playing by the rules, they're nobody's fools with their teams. We're lucky they're
An area of Diagon Alley that most people do not know about is located right next to the bathrooms over here. If you turn around and hang a left, you're gonna head into this little alleyway over here, and that is gonna lead you to Knockturn Alley. Now, Knockturn Alley is obviously very, very dark, and there's only that one little sign that lets you know where it actually is. But over here, you can find all sorts of dark arts related things, including Borgin and Burke's. Inside of Borgin and Burke's, you can find all sorts of merchandise and collectibles themed to the dark arts. You can see they have some Deathly Hallows merchandise over here. There's some spiders as well. They have Borgin and Burke's specific merchandise. They have hoodies and t-shirts. You can find some Death Eater masks. And if you were a bad witch or wizard, you can get this t-shirt that says, I serve time in Azkaban. Approach with extreme caution. And there are a lot of really cool props and set design pieces that are in here, so make sure you look all around. Also in Knockturn Alley, you can find a bunch of the singing Shrunken heads, and one of the songs that they sing is a song that was featured in Jaws, so that's another nod to the Jaws attraction that used to be right here. Knockturn Alley is so well themed, even down to the nighttime dark sky that is on the ceiling. Look how cool this is. This is definitely a must-visit place if you're coming to the Wizarding World on the Diagon Alley side. There is a second entrance to Knockturn Alley right across from the bathrooms. You'll see the sign for Borgin and Burke's, and then you head right into that tunnel, and that'll bring you to Knockturn Alley. So something else that is really cool is the Gringott's Money Exchange, and in here, you can visit one of the Gringott's bank tellers and exchange your real-world money for money that you could use here in the Wizarding World.
You there, at the front. Name, please.
The main place to eat in Diagon Alley is the Leaky Cauldron, and of course this is the sign for the restaurant. And if you notice, anytime you come by, there's always going to be like a puddle of water underneath the sign by the garbage pails here, and that is because the Leaky Cauldron sign actually leaks. It doesn't look like it's leaking at the moment, but that water on the floor means there will be a slow drip, and the theming is that immersive, even down to the sign leaking. One of my favorite stores in Diagon Alley is right behind me, and it is Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. And in that store, it is said that everything, almost everything that is on the second and third floor of the store, because you can only access the first floor, are screen-used props that were in the store in the movie, which is pretty cool. Over here at the magical Menagerie, which is the pet shop that is right next to Gringott's bank. If you're looking at the store and you turn to your left and go down this hallway, there is something that a lot of people miss. There is a window down this hallway, and this is where you can find the snake from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and he will speak parcel tongue to you through the window. One of the fun things you could do right outside of Diagon Alley is pay a visit to the night bus and get your photo taken with the conductor as well as the Shrunken head. And a little fun fact about the bus is that this is one of 2 screen-used night buses from the film. And when the wait is short, one of my favorite ways to get over to Islands of Adventure is via King's Cross Station and the Hogwarts Express. And the wait time is only 25 minutes. So let's head on over to Hogsmeade. Another little fun fact about King's Cross Station is this is actually the only way that you could bring alcohol from one park to another park. You cannot leave the park and walk around City Walk with it. This is the only way. So if you take the Hogwarts Express, you can bring your drink with you.
Wrong. Food is the first of the 5 principal exceptions to Gamp's law of elemental transfiguration.
Expecto Patronum!
Are you alright, Harry?
I'm okay.
And just like that, we've made it over to Islands of Adventure and Hogsmeade. So we are in Hogsmeade now, and another little Easter egg or fun fact about the Hogwarts Express is that when you hear Emma Watson and Daniel Radcliffe on the ride, it's not their actual voices. Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson did not lend their voices to the Hogwarts Express, so they had to bring in other actors to voice those. And if you're fans of them or if you're fans of the movies, you could definitely tell because they sound quite different, especially Emma Watson. So behind me now are the main restrooms of Hogsmeade, and it's in these restrooms that you can actually hear the voice of Moaning Myrtle, just like you can hear and see her in the movie. For obvious reasons, I couldn't film in there and show you what the voice sounds like. If I could find a clip, I'll insert it. But yeah, keep an ear out in the restrooms and you can hear Moaning Myrtle. I have no secret to share about Hogwarts other than the fact that it is beautiful. I don't know if I like it more during the day or at night, but it is a must-see if you're...
Me on, and I will tell you where you ought to be. You might belong in Gryffindor, where dwell the brave at heart. You might belong in Hufflepuff, where they are just and loyal. Or yet, in wise old Ravenclaw, if you've a ready mind. Or perhaps in Slytherin, those cunning folk use any means to achieve their ends. So, just try me on, and I will tell you where you ought to be.
And that is going to do it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed all the little fun facts and Easter eggs that I was able to share. There will definitely be a part 2 because there is still so much more to see in the Wizarding World. So make sure you're subscribed down below if you're not already. Give the video a nice big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this particular video. And with that being said, we'll see you guys real soon.